Professionalism at the doctor's office cracks me the fuck up because I'm not a professional type bitch, so it's really confusing to me why people have these weird boundaries that make no sense to me. I've had a cyst for like 10 weeks and I go to the doctor and I'm like pulling my shorts down and I'm being like, look at this, and she's like, okay, undress from the bottom half, put on this gown, and I'll come back in the room. And I'm like, I can just pull my shorts down. No? Okay. So she leaves for like fucking 5 minutes and I'm like, it took me about 2 seconds to pull my pants down and put this little thing over, and she comes and looks, pokes it a couple times, and then goes, okay, you can get dressed, and leaves the room again. I'm like, what the fuck? It's so weird. It's so weird to me. Well, I guess whatever. Different people are different. But that someone would feel more comfortable them looking at their coochie when they're already undressed, but the process of undressing is too uncomfortable. It's the same thing. No, I don't get it. Like, let me just sit at this table with my shorts around my ankles. Who cares? But apparently somebody cares. Or like if you're going in for something to do with your tits and they're like, okay, take your top off and then put this gown on and then I'm gonna expose your breasts. Or I could just take my fucking top off. What's the point of taking the top off to put the gown on for you at the end of the day just to whip my titty out? Let's just pop the titty out right here and now. What's all these additional steps? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's crazy for me to try and imagine what it's like to be someone who's like not comfortable undressing in front of someone, especially in like a medical environment. Like, you're gonna see my coochie. What's the point if you see my coochie after my pants are off or as they're coming off? I've gone to the doctor before and they're like, okay, undress from the bottom down, and I'll literally just like be like, okay, done. And then they're like, oh, and then I'm like, oh shit, you meant when you weren't here? I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know, am I violating you in some way? Because I didn't think, I'm at the doctor, you want to see my coochie, I'll show you my coochie, I don't give a fuck. Was that inappropriate of me to whip my coochie out? You told me to whip my coochie. I didn't know you had to leave the room for me to which, you're gonna see the coochie, what's the point if you see the coochie coming out, or if it's already out, you know what I mean? I don't get it. I'm extremely comfortable with my body, and it's so funny. It's such a foreign experience, and it's obviously such a socialized experience for people who are not comfortable with their bodies, because I do not understand it. It's not natural for me. So like, even if I'm around like new female friends and I just like I'm changing or something, they're like, and I'm like, girl, what the fuck? And they'll get uncomfortable, and sometimes they'll think that I'm like coming on to them or something. And I'm like, y'all, your naked body is not just for other people's pleasure. It's literally just your body. It just exists. There's no, that's it. It just is. Why do you gotta be so weird? Just look at my coochie, I don't give a fuck.